I still fancy Joshua fights Miller in America. I really do. And I think that either the April date gets pushed back or something else goes on there. I'm hearing some stuff. I don't know if I could drop it now. I mean, I'm hearing all sorts of stuff about a fight that might be just about to be. I'm hearing. Go drop. Can I drop it? Wladimir Klitschko's coming back. He's going to fight again. And I'm hearing him linked with a big British heavyweight. Okay? And it's not Fury. And it's not Anthony Joshua. And I'm hearing that could be the fight that we see there. That's what I'm hearing. And that would be sexy. That would be an awful lot of fun. And that would be the
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What do you mean, calm it down? It's a fight. Referees telling two fighters who want to fight to calm it down. He should calm down.
I saw he's like a clown in his show, man. He's not your guy.
Because Tyson Fury's back, and all you motherfuckers are under attack.
Look, Eddie Hearn can say all what he likes. Who gives a shit what Eddie Hearn says? It's garbage.
Are you off your tits? Have you been smoking something?
Can you let me retire and be happy? Please, just please.
Bombs away from the Bronx Bomber!
Wanda! Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm through. They put somebody else up and give me an interview.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You never give me a fair shake. HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit. You're not shit.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
I got dropped, man. Are you kidding?
No, you won the fight.
OMG. I am so excited.
Any of you radio personalities think you want smoke? Call me Mr. Jimmy. I want smoke.
Yes. What is up, MCR family? Another daily edition of the show. And actually, this is like the third show today. Shout out to us, man, right? Kicking ass, taking names. And obviously it is, like you read the title, breaking news / rumor. Wladimir Klitschko coming back and fighting a unnamed British heavyweight at this point in Wembley, according to Steve Bunce of BT Sports and obviously BBC as well. Just massive breaking news, and obviously has some ramifications along with it. Before I delve into any of that, this is just kind of insane in and of itself. Smash the like button, share the show, subscribe. If you're listening, call in 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue. If you're international, email me, mixedcombatradio@gmail.com to get a free international permanent call-in link. All the information is below in the description. But I'm joined today by Mr. Robbie Hearns himself, obviously second cousin, twice removed of Eddie. So hopefully he can give us the inside scoop on what Eddie is up to with this massive rumor that is out there right now by way of Steve Bunce. You're calling him right now?
He said he doesn't want to talk about it.
Damn. That's sad. Anyways, Rob, how you doing? Obviously, third show of the day. It's past midnight over there, so obviously thank you for staying up. And obviously any UK listeners right now that are up at this point, thank you for staying up. If you're waking up and finding this show, smash the like button to the show, please. Come on. What are you doing here? Let's do it. Come on. Hey, Rob, thoughts, obviously, when you sent me this information and sent me the link of this potentially massive news in the boxing world?
Yeah, wow. It was out of the blue. I kind of suggest, we saw there's rumors for this, rumors for that. There was rumors that it was Dillian Whyte and Joshua was going to be announced next week, or it was imminent. And this, that, and the other. But obviously, there's been a lot of talk of AJ and Miller over in New York. Now, Steve Bunce on the Mike Costello and Bunce boxing show. A little clip out there. I mean, I think, did you want to play it again, Matt? Have you got it there?
Yeah, we can play it again. Because I assume some people are now tuning in when they before they heard the clip. So let's play it again for anyone that wants to hear it.
Still fancy Joshua fights Miller in America. I really do. And I think that either the April date gets pushed back or something else goes on there. I'm hearing some stuff. I don't know if I could drop it now. I mean, I'm hearing all sorts of stuff about a fight that might be just about to be. I'm hearing. Go drop. Can I drop it? Wladimir Klitschko's coming back. He's going to fight again. And I'm hearing him linked with a big British heavyweight. Okay? And it's not Fury. And it's not Anthony Joshua. And I'm hearing that could be the fight that we see there. That's what I'm hearing, and that would be sexy. That would be an awful lot of fun, and that would be the type of fight that would appease people if they had made travel plans for April at Wembley.
So that is obviously the clip from BBC 5 Boxing Podcast, like you said, the Costello and Bunce podcast. Big UK heavyweight, not Fury, not AJ. There's really, at this point in time at least, only one other name that can fill sort of those requirements, right? Big UK heavyweight.
Yeah.
I wonder who it could be.
I mean, David Price is a big...
Yo.
David Price is a big tall guy. No, this has to, all roads lead to Dillian Whyte on this one, all common sense or anything. You know, obviously Chisora's not getting this fight off the back of a loss to, you know, this is Dillian Whyte's big time sort of Wembley Stadium. I mean, look, it may not end up there. Who knows? But I can't see that Eddie, who has booked the only date in the calendar available for Wembley Stadium, is just going to let that date go. I can't see it. So,
agreed. On top of that, I just want to add a couple caveats. Obviously, Steve Bunce is with BT Sport, a rival to Sky and Eddie. So, I mean, this isn't 100% certain. This is nothing official yet, and even the name Dillian Whyte wasn't brought up. This is our assumption. You know, when he said big UK heavyweight, there's really only one name that can fill that out, which is obviously Dillian Whyte. We have heard, on top of that if AJ and Big Baby were to happen and it does get moved to the U.S. and they have to sort of fill in that spot, Dillian Whyte has been talked about to fill in that void. I think at first was Whyte versus Usyk, correct me if I'm wrong, that was talked about very preemptively in a sense. Obviously, I don't think that can hold the weight of Wembley Stadium. No offense to Whyte or Usyk or that matchup. I just don't think it could sell out 50, 60,000 seats, let alone 70, 80, 90, right? Wladimir versus Whyte, though, it's an awesome business move. On top of that, we're only a few weeks past when Wladimir Klitschko sent the mysterious text to AJ and was talking about coming back, right, and fighting him again. So it's not like this is out of the blue completely. It just, I think a lot of people ignored that news of that Klitschko text to AJ back in like December 13 or something like that. And this is now all of a sudden very new information to them. I don't know what I side on and whether I think it happens or not. I think it's a magnificent business move if it were to happen for all parties involved. I think it's a great move for Klitschko. It's a great move for Whyte. Great move for obviously Eddie and Sky. And again, I think this does 50,000, 60,000 seats, or at least sell those many seats at Wembley. It doesn't sell out obviously, but it does decent. I think it does decently well. You have Klitschko, the name. Obviously, Whyte is the bombastic, extreme UK heavyweight in a way that is very different than AJ. It's going to sell if it were to happen, and it's all a matter of if it does happen. Rob, what's sort of your take on whether this does happen? Do you like the fight, etc.? What's sort of your mindset about this matchup?
Like you said, there's been little not whisperings, but little signs at Klitschko. We've seen little clips of him sparring again, and maybe that's just a guy that doesn't want to hang up or the gloves, and he's just like ticking over, but for no real reason other than that's how he's always maybe kept fit. But there's been other little things and little angles, maybe he's going to come out, and then it all dies down, and you're like, nah. And then we get caught up in the Joshua versus who's it going to be, and we get caught up in Dillian Whyte deserves it, and Deontay Wilder don't want Dillian Whyte to get his shot, and we get caught up in the active heavyweights, and this is like, I don't know, Steve Bunce, he's got his ear to the ground. See people in the chat think Bunce he's had some brandies tonight and stuff like that, but look, this guy has got way more connects than I have in this industry. I mean, the one I have got hasn't replied He could tell us straight here right now. Give us that exclusive. Yes, it's official. But as far as the matchup, I think this is going to draw from certain areas. Oh, when Joshua fought him, he was a 41-year-old coming off a loss and 3 years fucking layoff or whatever.
Now he's 44, going off of another 2-year layoff, off of back-to-back losses.
Yeah, so there's that angle, but and yes, this doesn't do 90,000 seats. I don't think, even with the 50. Yeah, but look, people will want a day out. People like a night of the boxing, all right? We've all seen the clips of, every matchroom show they do. They seem to, someone's employed to, as soon as Sweet Caroline comes on, do a pan of the crowd, and the whole place is going nuts for it and loving it, with a beer glass in their hand and everything, and everyone's having a great time. That's sort of what we do, If Neil Diamond's not playing, no one's dancing, you know what I mean? No, they're just fucking around. But Dillian Whyte, whatever people want to think, has now done, I think it's like 3 pay-per-views, and he's done like 400,000 buys, 390 or whatever. He's somewhat of a, he's not on AJ's level. Let's don't get it twisted, but he's made a real name for himself. Yeah. I mean, he's turned me over. I was not the biggest Dillian Whyte fan at all. Certain things he said in interviews and this, that, and the other, but he's really grown on me, and I think he's matured. Is Klitschko that guy that's, I don't know, going to put him out there, but I don't know. It's interesting. It's just like I saw it and I was like, whoa. First thing was like, wow.
Quickly, just because it's funny. So I don't mean to cut you off. Gary.
Gary. Yeah, I know. I know.
Gary, obviously, in response to me saying, obviously, the 2-year layoff off of another loss, another 2-year layoff to another loss, and Gary coming back and saying, yeah, and he still doesn't need a tune-up like Keith Thurman does. Damn, Gary.
Yeah, he can't let it
go. No, man, that Keith Thurman hate is real. But let's be honest, Gary. Look at Klitschko in that fight with AJ. He lost, so it's not like it served him well. And let's be honest here. I would pick Whyte in a fight against Klitschko at this point, right? Like I feel like that's not crazy to say. He might even finish him at this point in time. It's not like that sparring tape of Klitschko looked like he was 100% back and ready for the top. And again, it's another 2-year layoff. It's another layoff off of a loss. It's not like we are expecting Klitschko to come in here and beat Whyte and then to take the heavyweight division by storm. So I don't know if that comparison is the greatest, Gary, even though I know it's a joke.
But it started before you even said about Klitschko's layoffs. He was straight away on it. He was like, do you know that Vlad has fought more recently than Keith part-time Thurman? I was like, Gary, let it go. But yeah, this is, I think, if this is true, then we've definitely getting Joshua Miller.
Oh, of course.
In America.
Yeah.
Unless something mega out the blue happens and Joshua's going to America to fight Deontay Wilder, or this fight is moved somewhere and the Wilder fight is made for the Wembley date, and this fight is actually not happening at Wembley. It's going to be somewhere else.
It would be something that's not actually going to happen. I think if Klitschko Whyte is happening, it's happening in Wembley. It's happening on that date that they have reserved, and AJ is moving over and fighting Miller at MSG or Barclays, wherever it is in New York, and that's it. It's clean. It's cut, and I think everyone is probably be happy after that. I think no one's really going to be too upset.
Yeah, and I guess then, not necessarily so, but we're getting Wilder Fury too as well. It's...
Oh yeah, I mean heavyweight could have a ton of great fights in April, May, June, that sort of time frame. Again, AJ Miller, Whyte Klitschko, Wilder versus Fury 2, let alone what Luis Ortiz or Povetkin can do with Usyk. I mean, we could be on a verge of like a great run of just elite heavyweight fights. Honestly,
well, that's the other rumor at the moment is Usyk Povetkin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know where or when that will actually be, but yeah, damn, it's crazy. I know, like I said, from a lot of people's point of view, oh, Klitschko, 43, 44 years old. This Dillian Whyte's ducking Ortiz and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's when I saw this, I was like, oh, what's this? Because it continued. I mean, I said to you earlier, there's all rumors of all sorts about Dillian Whyte, and then I saw this, and this is going right. And I looked, so I was like, hang on, Klitschko, Dillian, holy shit! Like, it's just out the blue, more than like, wow, what a fantastic fight. I think. Look, don't get me wrong. I think Klitschko is an athlete. He'll come back as it's just, on Father Time as he really caught up. But he'll train. He'll look great. He'll look the part. But will he, be able to still deliver at the top end at 44 or whatever he'll be at the time? So, but yeah, crazy news. If this is true, like I say, rumor mill at the moment. But like I say, Steve Bunce is way more connected than myself, and he's put this out on BBC Radio. I know at times he says some. He's a bit of a character, says some stuff, but he dropped it. Mike Costello said, "Yeah, drop it," and he said, "Klitschko's coming back." So that bit, he seemed definite, almost like 100%. I've heard he is definitely coming back, and then it was against a big UK heavyweight, and like me and Matt said, it can't be anyone other than Dillian Whyte, surely. So,
or like, I mean, again, fantasy here, hypothetical. It'd have to be other than that, a David Hay out of retirement, a Tony Bellew off of a loss. It would have to be someone of that level that can actually be a headliner in that sense on their own. And like you said, Chisora really isn't that guy. Like, Chisora can't headline a card being the A side. White can, Hay can, Bellew can. So those are really the only other names that are feasible, and two of them are retired. So it's really Dillian Whyte.
One of them in the fight is retired, but he's got obviously one last dance. But yeah, this is nuts. It's totally knocked me sideways, to be honest. Like, come from nowhere. Of all the heavyweight talk in the last fucking however long, no one said Klitschko Whyte. What do you think of that fight? You know what I mean?
It's fresh. It's new. Yeah. I like it in that way. It caught us by surprise in a sense. I think whenever that happens, when you have like a good fight in some way, shape, or form, it caught you by surprise. And on top of that, it's new. It's fresh. I think most people end up liking those fights. And also, Klitschko versus Whyte could be a really fun fight. Like, how those styles could clash, I cannot wait to see that if it is to happen. Obviously, he is Steve Bunce of BT Sports and BBC. I am Matt, the Hipster Hunter, for this quick news update show. You find me at Matt Hunter, MCR, all platforms. Smash the like button, share the show, subscribe, mixedcombatradio.com or patreon.com/mixedcombatradio to go support the show and channel. Rob, where can they find you?
They can find me UK Rob MCR on Instagram and Twitter. Head over to mixedcombatradio.com. All simple, small, little early setup website at the moment. Just head out, check it out. All the little like buttons you see there, click it, it'll take you to the Instagram. Click the Twitter, it'll take you to a Twitter. It's real simple to use. No issues there. For the international call out link, hit the email one, hit the phone number one for the phone number. It's real easy. So the latest show should be the main one on the screen as well when you see it. Might be a little difficult now. We've done like 3 today, but we'll leave that to Fugati, our web designer, give him something to scratch his head over. But yeah, this has come out of the blue, and like you said, Matt, it's one of those that's like fresh. Like, no one was expecting it. Like, wow. So like I say, my initial thing was wow, but I think over time, when it sinks in a little bit, I think we're going to start seeing a little bit of, I don't know, this is a bit, like I say, Klitschko's age is going to come up on numerous YouTube channels.
Of course.
So, yeah. But yeah, the Wembley date is saved by the looks of it. And I think, like, off the back of this, it almost virtually confirms Anthony Joshua will be making his American debut against Gerald Big Baby Miller. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in.
Little quick show, third one of the day. Obviously, if you don't see the second ones because you're not on Patreon, Go to patreon.com/Mixed Combat Radio. Go check out Boxing Banter episode 2. I gotta say, there was an enlightening one. For anyone that wants to sort of get an idea of what me and Rob have been up to and why we've been up to what we've been up to for the last few weeks and last month or so, definitely want to go check it out. Definitely.
More what you've been up to.
Yeah, Rob was very quiet. I wasn't that quiet. But anyways, digressing. Have a great night. Have a great morning wherever you are. And like I said, smash the like button, share the show, subscribe, listen on podcasts, drop that 5-star review, and have a fantastic day. Peace.
Peace.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
I'm gonna make you a star, motherfucker. But you commit to me, and you get a piece of my heart, and you get my commitment, I'm gonna make you a star, motherfucker. Are you off your tits? Have you been smoking something?